Alright, y'all, we back with another Solo Leveling Arise video, and today we're actually going to be going over some of the dev notes that had dropped early this morning. There's also some other news, and let's just get right into it, and we'll see what they got to offer, right? So there's a new battle experience. They're basically going to be changing healing given the increase. They talked about this a while back, right? They are going to be changing it to mana recovery increase because one of the main issues in the game currently is when you're doing like guild boss and stuff like that, your hunters tend to run out of mana, and that's just realistically not good because you have a big drop off in DPS if you have no mana to cast skills. So that's actually a good change, necessarily just because nobody's using healing given. Healing given doesn't provide too much. Like in this game, healing is kind of like minor. It has its uses sometimes, like if you're doing like content where you're using multiple hunters, but overall it's just not a really necessary stat to have. You can just get enough healing based on the scaling of the character who's your support slash healer, right? So good change overall. They decided to do this change due to feedback of the community regarding the mana issues. So them doing this is good. Remove one useless substat or whatever you want to call it into another stat. So let's see what the numbers are for mana recovery, and let's see if it's actually effective. If not, then I mean the same thing's gonna happen again, where we'll give them feedback on it, and then surely they'll change it into something that will be more useful. The team's approach to balance things out is focused on buffing. Yeah, because I mean it doesn't feel good for the community to have a character and then the character gets nerfed to start matching up with other characters. It's better to just raise the ceiling for all the characters and kind of have like slowly raise them up rather than lower them, because as time goes on and new things come out and new events drop, obviously that kind of changes and fluctuates the value of each character. So I really like that they're approaching with buffing rather than nerfing, because I feel like nerfing isn't really that good. Hunters who are evaluated as underperforming and not receiving enough attention will be continuously adjusted for balance improvements. So basically, they're talking about me using Huang, right? I'm probably the only person in the entire Solo Leveling Arise gaming community that uses Huang, like, religiously. So if they do manage to actually buff him up, that would be nice for me, because he's already powerful enough to me, but I guess a lot of people don't see that, so them buffing it is no problem for me whatsoever. Okay, let's continue. There were some other things in here, but nothing too crazy. So the sense of belonging. After the last update, many hunters have been enjoying the guild system in various ways, such as creating guilds, becoming guild masters, joining guilds, and becoming a guild member. However, the joining and leaving guild, a penalty system developed to prevent abuse, was activated and was deemed as inconvenient by certain hunters. The corresponding system is scheduled to be improved, so we carefully ask for your patience. So guild skill will be added. When challenging the guild boss, additional attempts will be added after registering for 2 times. So this lets you continuously keep practicing and all that. A feature to search for other guilds will be added. That is very nice, because those who are not actually in the Discord communities would pretty much enjoy this. Like a large portion of the community in this game are casuals, so this is going to be a very nice change for the health and quality of life of the game. The buff display in the exchange shop will be improved. Okay. I didn't have any issues with understanding it. I guess some people did. The display of Guild Master and Vice Guild Master will be improved. Okay, so I guess this is just kind of... I guess it's alright, right? The guild creation interface will be improved. We already created a guild, so I don't know how this is going to change. So we'll kind of see that, obviously, going forward. The guild notice will be amended and lobby display will be improved. One of the guild notices that need to be changed is regarding, when players pull something new or whatever, we always get the notification icon for it, and it's really tedious, especially if you're in a competitive like whale guild. It's like you're constantly getting that, and you'll always have that notification on your guild tab, which actually gets really annoying and tedious. So sometimes it's very frustrating. A guild rank system where hunters can strengthen the unity in the guild is also under development, so please look forward to it. So this is nice. You kind of have like your hierarchies and stuff like that, and then of course your rankings for I guess events and stuff like that, so you can kind of compare it to other guilds. Crafting, you're gonna have the Truth Demonite Spear. So they said that they mentioned an upgrade feature where hunters can upgrade certain Sunjin Wu SR rank weapons to a higher rank. Okay, so we did have that one feature that was leaked a while ago where you can kind of basically craft the weapon up. I think the best way that they could have handled this is just give you kind of like the metals or some kind of materials that you can get over time to then upgrade the SR weapons into SSR weapons. Or if they were trying to go for just having two separate different weapons, then I guess it really is an issue. But I I feel like that would have been the best way to handle it. Like nobody should have any concerns if you're able to craft the weapon up, like upgrade it basically to SSR, like a sort of like way to limit break it. Then it would be so much better, and I don't think anybody would have an issue because everybody should have already been, up ascending their SR weapons and SR equipments. If you haven't, you're just naive and you just haven't been like paying attention, or you're like an extreme casual. That's one way to go about it as well, right? But most players, like literally like 70 to 80% of players have been, actually keeping their SR rank equipment. So upgrading it would have been nice, but if you had to have a separate like equipment to do it, then it would have been an issue. Regardless, I don't think it was necessary to scrap, but I mean, I guess in the long haul, it's not that bad, right? Gives you an incentive to do guild boss in this manner. Faction of the shield skill level up. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that's whatever, okay? If you want to read this, you can. I don't think it's too important to talk about upcoming improvements, right? So we're just going to skip all this. They had like several issues. They already did all that. So bond levels will be expanded to 90. The maximum level will be expanded to 90. So we're going to get a little bit more rewards. Maximum level is better because more stats for all your characters. To allow hunters to earn additional rewards at higher scores for Power of Destruction. So they're going to increase the amount of points, like your milestone, that you have to do in POD. I believe a long time ago it was like 200k, and now it's like 400k. I think they're probably going to raise it to maybe 600k or 800k, somewhere around there. Over 1 billion is kind of a little bit too much because most of the players are literally casuals. I feel like it's just too much, and people are going to complain about it, and then they're going to revert the change. So I think going for like 800 or 600k is a good range for them at the current moment before they obviously start upgrading stuff and a new power creep arises. Starting from Battlefield Time Season 4, the challenges bosses will be increased from 4 to 5 and will proceed for 6 weeks, divided accordingly. I don't think this is like such a big change anyways. Now you have 5 bosses instead of 4. It's just an extension. I don't think this was necessary at all, because once the 4 bosses are done, you'll get the next set of 4 bosses. I don't know what the reasoning for this was. Maybe I'm just tunnel visioning it and not actually like thinking inside the box and more so outside the box. So I mean, maybe it could be a good change. Who knows? To promptly distribute the rewards after playing Battlefield Time, settlement time will be shortened. Yes, this has been frustration for a lot of players where they would just like the rewards a lot sooner. It does take quite some time to actually get them, so this is a good change. The segment rewards for battle missions will be expanded, okay? The gate difficulty and missions will be expanded. Alright, that's okay. I mean, nothing crazy about that. It does get a little bit tedious though. For a more sensitive control of usage of the ultimate skill in POD or guild boss content, a new feature where hunters can manually control it in teamfight mode will be added. I'm assuming this is very similar to like when you're using Sun Jin Woo by himself to fight content like instances, and you're able to use the skills of your other characters. I think it's going to be in the same manner where instead of them being support skills, you're able to time their ultimate skills. I could be mistaken, but that's kind of what I read at first glance. So we'll see what it is when they actually give us more details. The Hunters Association support chest obtainable through daily Essence Stone support will be converted into a better chest item. Okay, so this is basically a buff to that because it's not really that good. It's kind of mid. We are also exploring ways to utilize unused tier 4 gems, so we ask for your understanding and patience in this matter. So they're not exploring anyways. We already know there's going to be another tier of gems. It's tier 5, so you're practically going to be fusing all your tier 4s into tier 5s. Then I think later on in the future they'll probably add something to give an extra use to it. Conclusion, we have the battle scene of Sun Jin Woo versus Baron, so obviously we're going to be getting this very soon. So they're trying to present more complete story of it and all that, so they're working on it. Another thing is this. So at this point, perhaps it's time to give you a sneak peek of him. He has red eyes and blonde hair, one of the last survivors of the past Dragon commercial raid in the United States, named as national level hunter after the incident and the true king of the scavenger guild. Any topics we didn't discuss in this developer's note will be continued in the developer live stream. We appreciate your anticipation and support. So if you aren't aware who this is obviously they're talking about Thomas Andre. Uh, the funny thing about this is he's most likely coming for the half anniversary, right? Because he's such a big, popular character. Like, he's such a badass, like, based off of what I read and what a lot of people tell me. So, he's definitely going to be a really popular character. Definitely way more popular than Go Gung Hee. I don't know who actually liked that character, but anyways, Alpha Leaker had made a leak, and not a leak, but like he talked about it and regarding that this character is going to be coming most likely for half anniversary, as I kind of expected. If you aren't familiar, I did make a video maybe like a few months back in July, and that was regarding the actual timeline for the characters that we're going to be releasing. And as you can see, I was practically correct, spot on with the three characters. All right, so do give me some leeway with Mirai, because Mirai did come out on July 31st. It's practically 1 day from August. All right, let's not even go a little bit too crazy. But as you can see, he was the 100-day. I did also mention he was going to be a free character, and nobody believed me because it's Go Gun He. Why would he be a free character? Well, he was the free character, not Hansei Mi. He was. And then on top of that, Thomas Andre I already had listed for the half anniversary because, I mean, it's Thomas Andre. Of course he's going to be half anniversary. He has to be half anniversary or anniversary, and anniversary is so far away, and we're already going to get Goto Ryuji in December. So, I mean, I was practically like almost spot on with the entire thing. Of course, anniversary is not here yet, so I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I was definitely right about these three. So, I don't know. Maybe my prediction, my intuition is just on another level, but, you know, not to glaze myself too much. I just wanted to point that out, that I kind of basically expected him to be coming in half anniversary. And then we have the developer note gift. This is going to be the code Devnotes Baron. I'll probably put it in the description below. And this will give you 5 custom weapon draw tickets and 5 custom draw tickets. I don't really care for the weapon draw tickets, but I would appreciate the custom draw tickets. I do need some dupes on Yu Soo-hyun, so that'd be nice. So overall, that's basically all the information that we got from the developer notes. Of course, we're going to be getting more in an upcoming developer live stream. That might be in about a week or two from now, right? So we'll see what they got to showcase there. Of course, they're probably going to be talking about the Baron news, and then obviously everything that was covered here. And then they're probably going to like tease Thomas Andre by showing his image, which is this one, and then all that stuff, right? So we'll see what kind of information they get. They'll probably also tease, showcase the Dark Lolly characters, and probably tease a new weapon as well, right? Because I don't think they're going to release just the Lolly characters and not bring a new weapon to tackle Baron, right? So other than that, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.